Well, happy Friday, everyone. Hope you're doing well and had a good week and are looking forward to a good weekend. Today we've got a few things to do. We have a mail call and a reverse mail call. And then we'll have a story and a groaner. Well, first of all, the mail call. And the mail call is from Midlife Mamaw. And it's a Christmas card. Isn't that pretty? It's kind of a 3D. The tree is separate and that. And it says, Happy Holidays. And when you open it up, it's the... There's the inside. It says, Dear Ian and Glennis, thank you so much for the beautiful Christmas card. God bless you all. Love and hugs, Tracy. P.S. Give extra hugs to Browan, Cousin Ralph, and Grandpa Tubbs. Wishing you a peaceful holiday season, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year, Dan and Tracy. Well, thank you, Dan and Tracy, for the gorgeous card. According to the postmark on the envelope, Tracy mailed this December 17th. It came this week on Monday. Took a little while to get here. I don't know where it's been, but it got canceled in Knoxville, Tennessee, and was mailed in Strawberry Plains, Tennessee. And then I think it probably visited all 50 states before it arrived in Canada and visited a few provinces and then arrived here. It took a while. All right, so that's our mail call. Now our reverse mail call are 2 Christmas cards I sent out that came back. And one was to, I'm just going to cover up the address, I don't think it's valid anymore, to Kristie Lani, who has Kristie Lani Vlogs, and she lives in Hawaii. And sorry, Kristie, that your card came back. I don't know what happened there. And the other was mailed to Mr. and Mrs. Steve Reeder, or you would know them better as the Steve and Nina Show. Yeah, it used to be Life of Nina, I believe, and Steve and Nina. So Steve and Nina, I apologize, but for some reason, your Christmas card was also returned. So that's my 2 reverse mail calls. And my apologies to the 2 of them that for some reason I either got their addresses wrong or they no longer have those addresses. I'm not sure which. But that's our mail business for today. What a bunch of red tape. Speaking of which, you ever heard of cutting the red tape? Having to deal with that red tape? Everyone hates it. Dr. Seuss helped the government reduce it. Where did the term red tape originate? Well, actually, red tape originated as an anti-fraud measure similar to wax seals in ancient times. The goal was to ensure that a document received by its intended recipient was the exact same one sent by its authors or author. So it had to be secured in such a way that any tampering would be revealed. Anyone seeking to alter an official document would have to break the wax seal and untie the red tape. The Vatican archives preserve about 85 copies of Henry VIII's petition to Pope Clement VII for a divorce from his first wife, Catherine of Aragon, wrapped with official red tape. But red tape was probably in use for many, many years before that. The Vatican itself used red tape, as did the British Parliament and other European chanceries and courts. So what happened next in this tacky story? Why did the term stick? Around 1736, red tape became synonymous with pointless bureaucratic procedure and obstruction. Some scholars suggest that frustratingly hard to assess American Civil War veterans' records were bound in red tape. Today, red tape is alleged to frustrate scientists, keep economies from achieving their potential, prevent startup companies from succeeding, and block the efforts of charities. All politicians campaign against it. All officials promise to cut it, at least until some of them are accused of fostering it. Red tape, it seems, is an evil growth, entwining and frustrating everyone's best efforts. So what does Dr. Seuss have to do with any of this? Well, during World War II, newspapers published a series of articles dubbed, quote, The Society of Red Tape Cutters. The intention was to commend those individuals who kept bureaucracy, red tape, from deterring the war effort. Theodore Gizzle, a.k.a. Dr. Seuss, illustrated the certificate for the award, which went to such notables as Franklin Delano Roosevelt, Harry S. Truman, and Admiral Chester W. Nimitz. Since then, other groups have taken the same name, including a Society of Red Tape Cutters in Northfield, Illinois, that consists of volunteers who help senior citizens get government services. So there you have it. That's where the term red tape came from. The only kind of red tape I like is the fancy stuff you can get at Christmas time for wrapping packages. Otherwise, yeah, government red tape can be a real sticky mess. We'll leave it at that. All right, I promised you a groaner, and a groaner you will get. Well, a census taker was going door to door in a neighborhood, filling out the forms, and he stopped at one house, rang the doorbell, and an elderly lady answered the door. And he asked her name, and she complied, and went through the questions, and then he got to the one that's awkward to ask any lady at any time. Ma'am, how old are you? Well, the lady took it in stride, and she kind of went, Well, let me think. I was 18 when I got married, and my husband, who was slightly older than me, was 30. Well, he's now 60. So that would be twice the age he was when we got married. And so that means that I would be 36. There you go. That's a bad one. But kind of tricky, huh? Good way to answer it and not give the right answer. I always remember as a child, if I asked my mother how old she was, I got the same answer. As old as my tongue and a little older than my teeth. Factually true, but provided no useful information whatsoever. Kind of like government bureaucracies, huh? Alrighty, have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you on Tuesday as we continue with Pilgrim's Progress, Part 2, and follow the journey of Christiana and her sons, who is, of course, Christian's wife and boys, as they have their pilgrimage to the Celestial City. Until then, take care, stay safe, and God bless.